Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. It is another beautiful day here. A little bit of wind, but not too bad. Today, I'm going to go around and spray all of the bur oak trees. I have a brand new bottle for this. Hopefully this works better. The bottles I was using before, they just got clogged up really quick, and my wife says that these are better, so hopefully they are. So I'm going to spray the vulnerable trees and the trees that have the little pipe on the bottom part of it. I got to zip tie those. So I'm going to bring the zip ties, my spray. I'm not spraying all of the trees, but it's going to be a long walk. The first tree is about 300 feet that way, and the last tree, what I'm going to do is go down and around, and we'll go through the woods and get the American chestnuts down in there. And then the very last tree is at the very far part of our property, and that's an American chestnut as well. We're going to bring the dog with us as well and throw the frisbee for her. She's been waiting patiently for me to get moving, so let's grab that stuff and we'll get going. Okay, that is the first tree, and you can see in the snow there is no prints by it. Oh, there's actually a print over there. We'll see what that is, but there's nothing that goes right up to the tree. The last tree is around the corner and halfway down the hill. It's about a quarter of a mile away, and then we have a row of trees going along the road over there. We're going to go and then walk down into the woods and loop around that way, so should be a really nice walk. All right, let's go see what's up with this one. This one needs a zip tie, and it looks like that's probably about it. We'll be able to look at the snow on all of these and see if there's any animals that have been messing with them. Well, these tracks here are really old and degraded. I can't tell what the heck they are. They look like they might be small human footprints. They don't look like any kind of animal I know of. Well, they go under the fence, so I just don't know. All right, we'll get a zip tie on this. It'll probably just take 2 zip ties. Hopefully it'll take 2 zip ties, and then we'll head on over to the next one. I started to put the zip tie on this and realized I brought the 14-inch zip ties and I need 24. So I had to run all the way back and get the 24-inch. Izzy is having a wonderful time. Okay, so I brought the tool as well. Okay, well, I guess that's going to do it. If a mouse wanted to nibble at it, they could get through that crack at the bottom. I think I'll spray through the crack just into this base part. This tree is not getting bothered at all. There's no prints around it except for them weird ones. So I'm not going to spray the rest of the tree. I'll just get that base a little bit. And I don't think mice are going to bother this either because they have a much easier target there where they're protected from hawks and stuff. So I'll put some stinkum on the base here just to be safe, and I don't think we even need to move to the next one. We'll skip that one and see what the one after that looks like. You could see from right here, there's no tracks leading up to that tree. If the snow gets really deep, like if the snow gets up to here, the rabbits will go up on the snow and attack an upper area on the tree. But like I said before, I don't think they're going to mess with this one too much, but we'll keep an eye on it. Bring it. Like I said, nothing to see there. No, you have to bring that up here to the road. And I believe these are dog prints from just a couple minutes ago. Well, let's see what these are. I think these are all dog prints. Yep. So, I don't know. This... I guess I'll spritz this one just a bit because this is on what is normally a deer trail. This one and that one right there, and actually the next one. But it kind of looks like the deer are starting to come closer to the house now that the shed's there. If you've seen my short on that, I think that was yesterday, I did a little short on that. The deer prints are going right behind the shed, within 10 feet of the shed. Okay, might as well just walk through the snow. The reason I want to walk up on the road and not through the snow is because Izzy will start running back and forth over here and mess up any prints. These are kind of odd. I seen these the other day. They go right under the fence and down that way, and they're big blobs like that first set of prints over there. Yeah, this tree got a severe pruning earlier. I believe this is the tree that had a little cage over it last year because I pruned it right down to the ground. It was very sickly, but I think this is going to do really good next year. I think these are dog prints here. But like I said, the deer come through here, and you'd hate to have them take the tops off of a bunch of this stuff. I'm not super worried about these bigger trees because even if the deer mangle them up pretty well, yeah, I'm having problems with this spray bottle. I have to take the glove off. Even if the deer bite a whole bunch of this stuff off, I think they're going to be just fine as long as they don't get these growing tips, the apical meristem. It would still do fine even if they did do that, but as I've said in previous videos, it would just prolong the tree getting tall. Okay. That looks good. I know the deer were walking past one of them over that way. I could see that yesterday when I took the dog out for a walk, so let's see if we can see where that one is. This is deer. The prints are getting really degraded from the sun, but some of these may be dog, but most of these are deer. And it does not look like they bit the top off of this. This one is probably the most vulnerable one. Oh, maybe this is the one that had the little cage over it. One of these had like 8 different trees growing up, and I had to remove all of them except for one stick. I'm not really sure if this is it or not. You can look back on that video where I did the calipering and stuff and see which one this is. Okay. You can't really even tell what kind of prints these are, but I do believe these are deer. I went past here a few days ago walking Izzy, and I could clearly see the deer prints, but it was so warm yesterday, it degraded all the tracks. This one is definitely in danger from the deer. And I believe I have the deer repellent linked below. If you're looking for some, you can get it on Amazon. This works so much better than building a big cage around these things, because unless the cage is 6 feet tall, they can just reach right over it and bite it anyways. And the cages actually attract the deer. They see something in a cage like that and they think like food. So cages are out. Bring that here. Bring it here. Not good enough. Okay. A lot of these tracks are from Izzy. I open the back door on the shop and throw the frisbee up here, but a whole bunch of them are from deer as well. I saw the deer prints right there and there are where I showed yesterday. Yeah, and you can see the deer are coming up through here. It doesn't look like they've done anything to this tree, and they generally only bite on trees like that during really, really nasty weather, when that's the only thing they can get at. If the snow's too deep and it's really cold out, they'll bite off these growing tips on a bunch of little trees. So we'll get this one, that one there, there's one right there, and then the two big ones over here. And then we'll head down this road. I want to get this stuff that's right at the ground level, just in case our rabbit sneaks over from the woods over there. That's what happened to the American chestnut down at the end of the road, but they girdled the entire tree. I do not think that's going to happen here. That would be horrible if that happened, but I don't think they're going to come from way back there and spend all that time out in the open here, day or night. A hawk will get them during the day, and an owl will get them at night. Okay, now for the little ones across the street. And this is the magic juice that I'm using. Fill her back up. It has a spray bottle that comes with it, but who wants to bring this giant jug along with them? Alright, hopefully I can do this right. Alright, I'm over by the barn here. Gonna get these trees along the road. We got cat prints right here, and it looks like these are deer prints, and they go right along the trees there. Yeah, they go through right there as well. I don't think they did anything though. What are these? Cat prints. Yeah, these are deer prints. They're really degraded though, but you could see the points of the hooves. Deer again. And those are going to be deer as well. This is a deer right here. Yeah, these are fresh prints, or much fresher. These are probably from last night. Yeah. This is the tree that got really jacked up by the deer this last summer. I'm going to get this sprayed. I'm going to spray down in the tube, and then we'll walk right along here, get the rest of them, and then we'll pop down into the woods. It's going to be a real nice walk down there. Oh, the dog thinks we're going walking that way. Normally she's afraid of that. Interesting. Too bad we're going this way. Yeah, it doesn't look like they messed with any of these, so I'll get back with you up by the road, and then we'll head down into the woods. At some point this winter, I'm going to do some tracking along that back ridge back there. Our property goes down about 210 feet and then goes back up to that back ridge. And basically there's nobody ever there except for hunters here and then. But at some point I'm going to get back there. There's a lot of deer back there, but I'm specifically looking for bobcat prints. All right, we are down by the native grasses. Man, do they look beautiful. I had a hard time finding the ones that I planted this year. They're back in here. That's one right there. We'll have to see what it looks like next year. That was Twilight Zone. Okay. The horse arena is right there. And the tree we're heading for is right down there in front of that camper on the neighbor's land. Hopefully Izzy won't mess with all these prints, and I can see what's been running through here. There is actually a few trees along the way. Yeah, you can see that was bitten off right there. But the top is still intact. Oh, there's a pile of rabbit poo right around it. Holy moly. Just spray that area. There's another one right behind here. Let's go check that out. Well, this one looks fine. And this is probably the most endangered out of them all with this cedar tree right here. Hi, Tater. I'll see if I can find one of the spots. You'll find a spot in the woods with tons of rabbit turds and everything is flattened down, and they strip the bark off of everything in this big circle around it. All right. At one time, this was actually the best tree out of that lot that I planted, but you can see something bit it off right at the top. I think that thing was like 3 feet tall. They just bit the top off, and then it has to regrow a top. That's why I spray with this. I'm sure I didn't spray that winter, and that's why it happened. Look at the footprints along this trail. I think that's a rabbit right there, but this little handprint right there, I guess that's a squirrel. Got one here and one there. I don't think it's a coon unless it's a baby, but there's a bunch of deer prints around. Yeah, they really use these roads a lot. Let's see what we can find further down in the woods. Well, I was not expecting this. Look at all the prints here. This is not from our animals. I mean, that's a deer right there. Look at all the rabbit turds right here. Rabbit and deer. They're probably using this as a windbreak. Wow, lots of animal action here in the woods as well. All right, let's go see if we can find a bobcat print. Cindy just sent me an email about a little ground bird that the Wisconsin DNR is trying to restore in Wisconsin here. And I'm going to check that out. We'll see if we can get some eggs and hatch them and see if we can get some living here in our restoration area. The restoration area goes from, a couple hundred feet that way to a couple hundred feet that way, and from the house to right back here. So far, we're going to include all of the land going that way and the entire woods over that way. So maybe we can help out. I can't remember what the bird's name was, but I'll flash it on screen right now so you can look it up if you want. Again, I have to be real careful here, especially with this slippery snow on the ground. If I throw that frisbee a little bit the wrong way and it goes over the side here, that is about 35 feet down, and it's straight down once you get past right in that area right there. It just drops straight down. I do not want to kill a dog on this walk. Now watch. I'll throw it right over the edge. Good catch, puppy. You can see where the deer are pawing at the ground and exposing the leaves. I think they're looking for acorns. Well, actually, you could see that's a rabbit print. And they got this right here. I don't know if they were bedding down right there, or if they just dug that up looking for something, and then they went on their merry way that way. Yeah, there's a lot of these here. It looks like a handprint, which makes me believe that it's a raccoon, but they're just in weird places and they seem too small. It probably is a raccoon, but you can't see any prints around it. How the heck did he just put his print right there and not leave tracks all over the place? Really odd. Okay, looks like we got a deer rub on this, and that's what they did on that other one. Holy crap, they took the bark right off of this. I wonder if they just like the smell of that. I mean, the rutting season is over, so I don't think they're going to damage it anymore, but holy crap. I forget what these seeds cost, but you have to join the Chestnut Foundation to get the seeds, and I believe that's like $300, and you get 6 seeds, so it's about $50 a seed, I think. Man, that is really messed up. That kind of sucks. All right, there's one more of these in the woods over here, and then one on the road going up. The cat is trying to walk in my footprints, and she keeps complaining about it. Kitty, let's go. I got to the tree here. I turned around and threw the frisbee back the way we came from and scared the heck out of the cat. She climbed up that little oak right there. All right. A real quick history on this tree. This tree got pinned to the ground from the top of another tree that broke off, and I didn't notice it for almost a year. There's a video on it. I straightened it back up and splinted it like this, and now it's by far the tallest of all the American chestnuts, and it looks like it's going to zoom way the heck up there. And luckily, it hasn't been attacked by the deer. Yeah, they rubbed that last one, well, and the one we're going to see next. They rubbed them so bad that it may do damage to them. All right, we'll just get this stuff here. Because this tree is growing in the woods, most of this stuff is going to die eventually anyways. It's just there to give it enough light to grow tall. At some point, it'll just have a long stem, kind of like these trees here. Chair in the woods. Oh, there's some little handprints again. There. They kind of disappear, but you can see them. Yeah, that would have to be a really tiny raccoon. I'm not exactly sure what those are. Okay, here we go. I gotta strap up that bottom. And yeah, there's a lot of tracks here and a lot of poop. This one needs a lot of protection. On this one, I'm basically spritzing down the entire tree. And again, this is an American chestnut. And I'm trying to restore it. It's a restoration American chestnut. And if you want to try to help, you can get seeds at the American Chestnut Foundation. I'll leave a link to that. Okay, this thing is thoroughly coated. Stinky as all get out. All right, I'm going to strap that up and we are done. Okay, all done. And again, this is all part of an oak savanna restoration. I'm going to be restoring, well, I already restored this area. This is Big Blue Stem. The American chestnut is not part of the oak savanna restoration. It's just something I wanted to do. But again, this whole area right here, and basically it goes that way about a quarter of a mile. This is all being restored to an oak savanna habitat, which is one of the most endangered habitats on Earth. So if you want to see more of this, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.